Hi guys, welcome to my devlog. Um, Today's gonna be a bit of a special edition. For some reason, Saturday I woke up and I was obsessed with the idea of having video in my game. I already have an intro video that's made, and I'm using the Flick or Flea format, I guess, from Autodesk from back in the days. Um, I mean, it's okay for pixel art. It's a bit bigger, but it's accurate. But the problem is that, well, there's two problems. It's very bad for pictures that are a bit more natural looking, and also it doesn't have a soundtrack embedded in the stream. Of course, you could write a wrapper and do a bit of a hybrid. Uh, Anyways, but I didn't like the idea. I already have a player, and I imagined having another supporting another compression format, and so I looked about, and frankly, I don't like how the MPEG compressions and all that deal with more pixel or cartoony stuff. And so I decided to make my own video codec. So it's been 4 days now. I've been coding like non-stop, really. It was very exhausting and thrilling. So this is just the first pass. So I added the encoder in my game. I did add a bit of a... It's kind of cute. So, well, it compresses. As you can see, it encodes roughly at 5 FPS. I'm using this is in my game engine. So that's why you have the music in the background. Yeah, that's gonna take a while, maybe 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes though. So I'll talk to you later when this is done. And I'm back, so that 15 minutes ended up being 45 minutes. So it's a slow compressor. It's a bit annoying, but it's also a very asymmetric encryption in the sense that it takes more time to compress, but to play back, to decompress, it's extremely fast. Yeah, very, very fast. And since I want to focus more on the game, then it's real time, right? So that's my priority. I don't mind a bit of slowness. It's almost done. Yeah. So this is still work in progress, so I still have some work to do. I'll show you the results soon. There's some artifacts, quite obviously. Okay, let's make sure it flushes the file. So the original data for this animation was in RGB 888 in 24 bits. Adventure. And it was 1.9 gig. And my resulting, let me check. My resulting file is 310 megs. So this is roughly 15% of the original size, which is significant, but it's also palletized, so it's 256 colors, so that amounts for 30%, I mean, for a lot. If the source was palletized also, is this working or? I think sometimes as I don't know if it's my OS or SDL, sometimes it really stalls if it has, it accumulates events. I'm not not pulling my events, so okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. We can stop it. Okay. So let's see how it decompresses. Yes, I am a singing programmer. Okay, you'll see there's a lot of artifacts. At the moment, for my... so, okay, this is it. So, this is a video from 1948. It's a cartoon, a propaganda cartoon. There's some artifacts, but I find them reasonable. They're continuous in time, right? So it's kind. Oh my. Okay, so this is my overlay. It's my program. It's not the code. This is so fun, though. I'm having so much fun. It's actually dangerous. This is almost more fun than making the game, you know. So you need to be careful. Yeah, there's not too much flickering. Right now, I only store full frames, so it doesn't compress a lot. Eventually, I'm gonna add intermediate frames, which will really help. So I'm gonna use two approaches. Right now, I only have... I split my image in blocks, and for each 4x4 blocks I only allow 3 colors, so that's where, you know, I get the gain, the compression gains. But you know, every place on the map that requires more than 3 pixels has an average. Kind of look weird, you know. Well, that's the artifacts. That being said, I can have multiple types of blocks. I can even store them as they are. So that's what I'm gonna do. For every block, I'm gonna evaluate the signal to noise ratio, and depending on the quality settings, decide how many colors I allow per block. Of course, this will hinder the actual the quality will be good, but the size will go down. But for a first, this is my first vanilla attempt, and I'm really surprised by the quality of the results for a first pass at this. So apart from block types that can be more precise or even smaller, so I'm gonna also do streamwise escape codes. So I'm gonna, so let's say this little block is the same as the last one. I'm just gonna skip it. So I'm gonna have skip codes, run length encoding codes. So this will be run length. This two. They're not super long, the run length though. And so I really hope that at the end I'll have something close to 15% of my original size. So instead of having 300 megs, have something around 80 megs. That's my target. Also, I think there's a niche for this because most of the algorithms, well, right now you have good ones, right? But they take a long time to decompress. And trust me, they take almost the full 30 FPS, so you can't do anything else. And depending on your platform, they lag, and so you have to skip frames to make sure that the audio doesn't stutter and stuff like that. So it's a pain, right? So this will be, I think, it will answer in a very niche market where people want to have like nice pixel definition without the banding that happens when you do convolutions, like the discrete cosine transform. Yeah, I'm gonna make it look nicer. There's so much potential with this. I'm extremely happy, and I don't mind to quantize the colors a bit more. So, but to me, what's important is the edges. Right now, that's exactly where the the artifacts are. But this looks good to me as a start. So yeah, I'm totally excited. I'm also very worried because I'm having so much fun, you know. I don't want this to detract me from my game, but this took 4 days to make. I mean, I'm surprised. Even I know I have some experience, clearly, but 4 days for that, it's not a lot. I was really on overdrive. So yeah, if one day you want to employ me, don't expect that performance level. You know, I was in a trance almost. Okay, well, yeah, that's a long one. So eventually you'll move and you're gonna have, I'm gonna put those videos on little TVs. And it's a lot of work for nothing, but you can claim that, you know. But the way I see it, I see this as horizontal development. So the vertical development being that I'm doing the art myself, the music myself. I'm doing everything, even the distribution and publishing and marketing. It's an indie game, right? Although there are some publishing platforms that can help, it's mostly vertical. But stuff like this, like a video player, it's not necessary for my game. It's like a candy. It only makes sense if you can reuse it in other games later and make it better over time. And maybe even write a small compressor. And, bon, I don't know if I would sell it, but maybe, well, who knows, you know, I'll see. Or even just distribute it in the open source to have a bit of, you know, work on your notoriety. There's still some worth to it. All right. Anyways, this has been a long one. Yeah. So I'm gonna continue working. I'm gonna continue working on that video format. I will certainly do the streaming escape codes to skip run length encoding. And also reference blocks from the last frames, which well, that one I don't know, but I'll at least do skip codes and run length encoding codes. I won't touch the quality yet because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Maybe I'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna spend a full week on that, so don't expect too many updates. Because I mean it's kind of a boring thing. I will show you the end result though. Alright, take care and see you next time.